Do you ever find yourself drowning in hours of meetings recordings, but still missing the key points? Well, you're not alone. In today's video, I'm gonna show you why AI-generated notes often trump video recordings and when each option makes the most sense for your workflow. Here's the thing. While video recordings promise completeness, they're often almost overkill for most meetings. By the end of this video, you're gonna understand exactly when AI text notes are sufficient, when video might be unnecessary, or when it might be necessary, saving you from those "do I really need to watch this entire recording again" moments that waste hours of your week. Let's dive right into it. So what's the problem with video-only meeting recordings? Remember the last time you needed to find a specific decision from last month's meeting and had to scrub through a 60-minute video? That's because video alone creates several challenges. One, time inefficiency. Did you know that reading is approximately 3 times faster than listening? That 1-hour meeting can be reviewed in 20 minutes through well-structured AI notes. Number 2, search limitations. I know we discussed the Q4 budget somewhere with AI notes from Tactic. You can instantly search for keywords rather than watching entire recordings, hoping to find relevant sections. For example, inside of one of my recordings right here with Notice, I had a black photography background. Yep, that was mentioned. And all I had to look up was black. I could look up black photography and you'll see in the recording, I remember exactly what he was talking about. So that's one of those things you can't get with a video recording. You can't just like keyword research. So definitely a plus there. 3, storage and accessibility issues. Video files are massive compared to text, requiring significant storage and bandwidth to share with team members who couldn't attend. When AI notes shine the brightest are in situations like I just showed and in situations like this. I'm literally talking on a call right now as we're recording. And what's happening is it's taking everything I'm saying and spitting it back. Have you ever been on a call where essentially you zoned out for 5 seconds? Because this quick reference during a meeting is huge. If you're typing something or thinking about something else and someone asks you a question and you don't remember what they just asked you, guess what? Utilizing a tool like Tactic, I can actually check what they just said. That's pretty big. Now, obviously, if there's information heavy sessions as well, this is the second point here. When some specific data points, numbers, and action items are what matter the most, AI notes make these instantly findable and shareable. So in a meeting recording, it's one thing to look through the transcript, but I could also ask very specific questions. Like for example, if I take a look at this discovery call, I could type a thing in the chat right here, like what was the package agreed upon cost-wise? And it's gonna tell me the cost, there we go, $4,400. I could search that through the chat. I also could press Control F and press a cache sign and it would find it in the transcript too, to be fair. I'm just impressed at the fact that there is something people don't realize is so much better. Control Fing and then using AI to search things up is way better than video in a lot of minute and specific circumstances. And what's great about these is that it's awesome to utilize these text options for distributed teams across time zones. It can translate to text very easily with tools like Tactic, and team members can quickly scan through the notes rather than blocking an hour to watch a recording, making asynchronous work much more efficient. It's also really great for regular recurring meetings. The routine updates and standard check-ins that make up most of your calendar are perfectly captured in well-structured text notes. As you'll see here, inside of one of my end of week syncs, I actually have an automatic workflow that summarizes in detail everything and adds it to Notion. Now, Tactic.io doesn't just give you raw scripts, right? It gives you transcripts that are then AI analyzed and done automatically now with our workflows feature. This is so much more efficient. And honestly, I think a key point to call out in this video is just that simpler is better sometimes. And the smartest teams I work with are using a text-first approach when taking a look at their meetings. Even if they have a recording basis, right? You may want a recording basis, and if you want to listen to what was said in the tone, it's fine to have the recording, don't get me wrong. With other tools, that's possible. But with Tactic, it focuses on the text so that you're focused on the details. And sometimes you can get caught up in the recording rather than what the people actually said. And I really appreciate how simple and easy to use Tactic is. Its integrations with so many different tools like Notion and Slack and Google Docs make it a great single source of truth rather than fragmented information across video files and notes. And not only that, but if you did want to, you could add a recording using like a Google Drive link, right? So you can record using Google Drive, which is fine. And I'm not suggesting you never need video, remember that. But if you use something like Google Meet or Zoom, you could always add a Google Drive link and then have the transcript here with Tactic. right? No extra cost, because you're essentially just utilizing the recording feature that's free and then adding the recording there. Whereas without this tool, it's really hard to get transcripts and stuff like that out of Google, Zoom, etc. So here's what I think about when many teams go wrong here. They default everything to video, and creating an overwhelming backlog of unwatched recordings when text notes would be perfectly sufficient can be a problem. If I tell you, oh, hey, can you go check out the meeting from the other day? It's one thing if you sit there and eat and watch for like 30 minutes. It's another thing if you just read the summary, right? And if the default is reading the summary, I actually think it's gonna be better. It's gonna save them more time. Because what ends up happening is if you have too much work to do you think they're really gonna start watching those recordings consistently? I'm kind of doubtful at that. Not to be skeptical, but I'm less doubtful that they'll read a summary that they'll get just as much information out of than they would sitting in a meeting they weren't even a part of. Text notes really help in this regard, and I just think you should give us a try because it's so easy. I literally just need you to go to the Chrome store and install Tactic, and from there it'll pretty much be good to go. Like, that's all you need to do. Hop on a call and you're set. So which one of these do you think is better? Do you think video or do you think text is the way to go? I want to know, and I want to know exactly what you think is the best route for your individual use and even your teams. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to try out Tactic today, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.